Now in the world of football boots, no other model carries the amount of weight and cultural impact as the Nike Hypervenom. This was a Nike boot that ruled the 2010s era of football. A boot that went toe to toe with the Nike Mercurial and every Adidas model. And as Nike have rumored that there'll be a 2025 return of the football boot, I thought, let me come out of the shadows and talk about football boots once again. Now the Hypervenom was first introduced back in 2013, being Nike's successor to the Total 90 series, a series of football boots that had, a 90 mark on the side of it, indicating this sort of power scale that you could, strike a ball through. They took elements of that boot and formed the Hypervenom for a prospect called Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. would be the face of the Nike Hypervenom, a player that had, made a move from Santos to Barcelona and was making waves in football. The Hypervenom's debut was nothing short of revolutionary. And with Neymar Jr. as the poster boy, I vividly remember that advert, the Hypervenom advert with the box, with the loading sign, and you saw this sort of venom symbol, and this box gets unlocked and it's the Nike Hypervenom. The snake skin on the boot that would help you enhance your control on the ball. A boot that was sleek, stylish, and spearheaded a new era. This was a model made for the guys that, could control a ball in intricate areas of a pitch whilst also being as deadly as a snake. This was a stage in time where football boots were going through some sort of evolution. From the likes of the Total 90 and Adidas Predator that were focused more on the power aspect of the game to, the Nike Hypervenom and Adidas Adizero that were focused on, speed, flair, and this ability to control the ball. It marked a new era and what was to come, because the 2010s were a bunch of fun with some of the most generational players playing during this time. Whether you were a Neymar fan wearing Hypervenoms, a Ronaldo fan wearing Mercurials, or a Messi fan wearing Adidas F50s or Adizeros, this was a time where football boots were at the peak. And this was even before the likes of Magistas and Superflies were introduced a year later. But for me, the Hypervenom had it all, whether it was the first model, the second model, or all the different colorways that had me itching to get a new pair. The world had Neymar, but Premier League fans had the likes of Wayne Rooney, who used to ball out with the original Hypervenoms. We also had Daniel Sturridge that was, making a name for himself at the likes of Liverpool and also playing in Nike Hypervenoms. And then you had Robert Lewandowski, who during his early times at Borussia Dortmund also was rocking Hypervenoms too. And if these clinical strikers weren't enough, Harry Kane, yes, Harry Kane, ambassador of Skechers, once upon a time was wearing Nike Hypervenoms. Now during its breakout years, however, it was purely Neymar that had me, wanting to buy Hypervenoms, because his playstyle just summarized what the boot meant. The boot featured modern enhancements to get the best out of your agility, precision, and speed. Because even the biggest guys like Wayne Rooney, who was holding a bit of weight, were looking agile when they stepped out in some Hypervenoms. And things got even better for Hypervenoms when they introduced the second pair with the sock. Because when this line came out, when you started seeing Hypervenoms with the incorporated sock, it was do or die. You were gonna get left in the dust if you didn't have the new boots. And as the summer of 2025 approaches, it seems like Nike have announced that they're going to re-release a form of Hypervenom. And honestly, despite me hating when brands fuel their campaigns with nostalgia, I think this comeback is needed, especially because football itself is going through some sort of metamorphosis, growing back into the game that we used to love. We had a bit of a dry spell where there weren't too many individuals that were showing out their brilliance after Messi and Ronaldo's careers teetered off. But now we're in a time where, Rafinha's balling out, Yamal's balling out, who else is balling out? Salah's balling out. Right now in football, we are at a time where flary players are being brought back into the game. So a re-release of a Hypervenom is just a staple that can again mark the next 10 years. Just imagine Vinicius Jr. wearing a Hypervenom instead of whatever he's got on his feet. And it's crazy because even now there are players that still rock Hypervenoms. Not because Nike are releasing them, because they haven't released them in years. Players like Michael Olise have gone out of their way to order exclusive old school Hypervenoms just to play in them. And it just shows the impact on the newer generation. The likes of Doué at PSG, Musiala, Olise, these guys are the ones that probably looked up to Neymar. So Nike re-releasing a football boot that specifically was made for Neymar is pretty much a poetic, symphony of football, especially considering that all these new up-and-coming players are looking up to Neymar, but Neymar is also making a comeback for himself, moving to Santos. Of course, he may be injured right now, but he still has a little bit of time where he can play about and maybe earn himself a contract to play in MLS or play in the next World Cup. Neymar is back, the magic is back, and football seems to be back. And what else is back? Hypervenoms. The new Nike Hypervenom in 2025 has got me hyped again to play. So honestly, if anyone from Nike is watching this video, if you want to send me a pair, then I can make some in real life football videos, because these don't know that I'm pretty much Neymar. I'm actually better than Neymar. I'm Jibma. But yeah guys, since this video is dedicated to the Hypervenom, tell me your favorite model and colorway. Mine has to be this colorway, the green, white and black, and a little bit of, I think it's like a dark brown. This is one of my favorite ever Hypervenom pairs, and I begged to get this pair, and I did eventually get this pair, and I played pretty well in them. And if you don't believe me, I'm about to roll the tapes, so you can see Prime Jib in action, picking up the ball from deep, driving with it, playmaking, creating, skilling up guys, going left, going right. Look at that guy, gone to the shops, put it through his legs, put it through another person's legs and put it in the bottom corner, back heels, then getting the ball and finishing off, easy, driving, skills, ball got caught under the feet but I just kept it and just went with the punches, put the ball in the back of the net and kept going. Getting the ball from deep, it's giving me space so I put it in the back of the net, getting the ball from deep again, I'm driving, guys with bold patches can't even tackle me, back of the net. I'm going to receive the ball like a true 10, taking on people, step over. How did I even get past? Put it in the back of the net. It's easy. But let's be honest, these guys are very old people. So, but that's not just all the footage. We got another tape to show you. I'm doing kick-ups at the start of this one, little bit of the shoulder tap. Just showing them what I'm capable of. Get the ball, receiving it with a body feint. Getting it again from deep, taking on players. You're not seeing the shots this time, but they all went in. Look at this guy, left in the dirt, sand, giving it to the other guy. Easy, dink over that guy, put it in the back of the net. You can't see the goal, but just believe me, all of these shots went in. Even this one, taking on a guy, bang, step overs, 2-touch. Oh, again, ball roll. Maybe I kept it too long there. Double tap. Boop, boop. Oh, send that guy there. And then finish off. Easy. No celebration though. Just calm, nonchalant. Yeah guys, this has been Jib Rules. Make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram for more updates on the channel. And even join the channel if you want to support even more. Make sure you stay safe, stay blessed, and peace.